Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Khairul Nizam bin Ibrahim, and my metric number is 11 DKA 281055.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Tarmizi bin Abdul Razak. My register number is 11DKA20F1041.
Hi, my name is Ahmad Roshauki bin Ahmad Fazil. My metric number is 11 DKA20F1044.
Okay, for project description, the contractor for this project is Pleasantville Development Sendirian Berhad. Pleasantville Development Sendirian Berhad is a member of Kenta Group of Companies. They created balanced new home communities with exceptional quality and character that people love, as exemplified in their past projects. Pleasantville Development does this by approaching planning from a big picture, long-term perspective with the goal of building community value over time. There are 5 related companies with Pleasantville, and those are from Malaysia and Singapore. Housing project for Taman Bukit Punggol is located at Mukim Malai, Teluk Mas, Melaka. Pleasantville Development Sendirian Berhad had 12 completed projects which started from 1996 for their first project. Their projects all in Melaka, and Taman Bukit Punggol would be the 13th project to be completed.
Type of soil on site. So the type of soil on site we found is clay. Clay is the smallest particle amongst the other 2 types of soil. The particles in this soil are thickly packed together with each other with very little or no air space. This soil has very good water storage quality and make it hard for moisture and air to penetrate into it. It is very sticky to the touch when wet, but smooth when dry. Clay is the densest and heaviest type of soil which does not drain well or provide space for plant roots to flourish. And the reason why the house project can determine type of soil is clay because previously the construction site area of this house was a crop area and a paddy field area. So the soil that is there contains water and the condition of the soil is moist. Similarly, the Teluk Mas area is mostly a paddy field area, and the locals they develop housing in the area. So next, there are few advantages of clay soil. They can hold more total water than most other soil type, and although only about half of this is available to plants, crops seldom suffer from drought. And next, they swell when wet and shrink when dry. So a certain amount of restructuring can take place in the soils depending on weather condition. So the type foundation used on site is slab foundation. So for the first is slab foundation is a large thick slab of concrete that is typically 4 to 6 thick in the center and poured directly on the ground all at one time. The edge of the slab are thicker as wide as 24 in order to allow for extra strength around the perimeter. Many foundations utilize post tension cables while others are reinforced with steel rods or rebar. These materials are used in order to make the slab extremely sturdy and capable of bearing the bed-bearing weight of the house or other structure. And a concrete slab does not have a crawl space underneath it. This type of foundation differs from house foundation with basement in this respect. There is no space under the floor. Basements are typically found up, nor whether it is get very cold. So a concrete slab foundation is most commonly construct on property that has been graded as it should be. It is very important that the soil be graded because if it's not, the foundation could sink or settle due to poor soil compaction. So the reason why slab foundation is used on this house project is I have a few advantage for this house. For example, these foundations are generally less expensive to construct than pier and foundations. It doesn't take long to create them. The slab itself is poured in a single day. Since there is no crawl space or air space under them, utility bills associated with air conditioning and heating are lower. Mold and mildew are not an issue, nor are dust or insect. That's because there is no space under the slab for mold to form or rodents to nest. Lastly, they allow for a wider range of flooring options, including stain or score concrete.
Okay, let's go to the next. These are the pictures for the project. Some of the units are completely done, but those are not ready for owners to stay because the project is not 100% complete. As you can see, the houses are quite big and comfort for people. The house foundation is concrete slab because it is the most common type of foundation for housing projects. It is also one of the most budget-friendly and straightforward to build. As the name suggests, it is a foundation of concrete slab that is around 6 to 8 inches thick. The concrete is poured into a gravel mixture in the soil's surface.
Right now, I would like to present about our foundation drawing. So basically, we have 28 in total of deep foundation and the area of 321,000 and 300 meters square of slab foundation. The area of the slab foundation. So basically, we have wide of 15.3 meters and length of 21 meters. In our drawing, we use two diagonal check, which is using 3 point of each. For the first, we use F5, F11, and F10 to generate a square. So the diagonal check 1 show that we have 8,215 millimeters, while for the diagonal check 2, we use from point F15, F27, and F28 to generate a diagonal check 2, which is show 6,620 millimeters. So the diagonal check is actually help us to do the accurate calculation and accurate slope of the foundation. Alright, now we go to the next drawing, which is front elevation of the deck foundation. So we can see here the deck foundation and the white foundation of the deck foundation. So deck foundation is called deck foundation because the deck footing is greater than the white footing, and so we can see the front elevation. And now you see here is the top view of the deck foundation. So we can see there is square in square. So this is how we see deck foundation from above.
So the housing project that is being carried out in the Alai area, Teluk Mas, Melaka, is a housing project developed in the crop area and the paddy field area. This area has a clay type soil where the soil contains the element of water which cause the soil to be a little moist. This project uses a slab foundation in building a house. Actually, there are various types of foundation used, but this project uses a slab foundation based on the picture shown above. In addition, slab foundation is also one of the simple methods that has been known since ancient times. So employees from Kinta Group choose the slab foundation is easier and faster in the development or construction of a house. Similarly, the slab foundation requires only 1 day in preparing it.
Alright, in conclusion, foundation is an important process in construction work as it is a backbone of the good structure. We must choose the best foundation create from the suitable allowable bearing capacity and load. As an engineer, we must always alert and not take easy of every detail of the construction as it could give effect to public safety environment. So we should do our best to create a very good building from A to Z. So it same goes to here, which is our foundation. The foundation give the best structure to our building so that we can create a really good environment, especially for the public. So that's all from us. Thank you.